This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. We finally made it. Episode 28 of Frieren. Holy shit. Well, that took a hot minute. That took a while. Episode 28, the last of the ones that are available right now. Hopefully they're making more. I would very much like them to, but Jesus Christ, we got there. Madhouse, you nearly killed me multiple times, you bastards. So, if you're here at the final episode, well, I can kind of understand why you might check out the final episode first, right? Like, oh yeah, the finale, the big conclusion is like, oh, it's where you pull out all the stops, you get all the production value. It's like, no, this is like probably this is where I'm gonna be at my least, like my most annoying to a new viewer. Like, this is probably the worst possible time you could have chosen to jump on board. But if it is the first time, I mean, peace be with you. Let me explain how this works. Imagine you and I sitting on a couch next to each other. We each have our own laptop. We each have our own episode of Frieren, the same episode, I should say. On the screen, we each have our own headphones on, right? Occasionally, while we're watching it, I'll be your annoying friend, and I'll poke you on the shoulder and go, hey, 3, 2, 1, pause, and then we'll pause at the same time. I will do my yapping back and forth, and boy howdy, can there be a lot of yapping sometimes. I'll do my yapping. And then once I'm done yapping, I'll say 3, 2, 1, go. And then you'll unpause at the same time as me, and we'll stay in sync. But we'll each watch the episode separately so that I don't have to put the anime on screen and risk getting copyright, like, nuclear struck all to hell. Right? That's the way we do it. You've got the subtitles that will appear on screen even when the anime itself is ghosted, and you've got the timer in the top left that will help you sort of keep track of exactly where we are. And I'll try to always give you a countdown before we start or stop anything. That's the way it works. That's the way it's going to go. And let's watch the final episode of Frieren together. 3, 2, 1, go. Does anyone else pass at all? Like, even one person? Denkin should, right? Like, even if he's only going to be alive for like 5 years, let him go and see his wife. Like, come on. Or else, well, I mean, Fern has passed, so she can just kind of invite him on with them. Yeah, bring Denkin with you. Denkin is fun. I would like to see Denkin interact with Stark. That would be good. Übel is gonna... Is Übel gonna pass? I'm actually not 100% sure. I think she would. I think she would pass Übel, but she would fail Lande. I'm calling that prediction, but I'm not sure. Like, it's not a confident prediction. Oh, hello. Yeah, figures. Oh, I like that. Okay. Yeah, no, that he passes for that one. A lot of people passing there. Poor Landa, he's stuck with her now. Both. Both. Just take both. We get to see him interact with Stark a little bit. Oh, that's fun. I think he likes being a grandpa. I think he enjoys it. Ooh, that's a pretty illustration. Oh, that sounds so much like the kind of thing you'd say right before it turns out you're dead before you get the chance to say it. Oh. By the way, 3, 2, 1, pause. I know, but like, what a gorgeous fucking village illustration. Just this fucking thing, right? The fucking ivy down the walls and like all the plants in the dappled sunlight and the use of light and shadow along the edges, like to really you feel the scene, right? You feel the scene of it. I want to go there. I want to smell the flowers. I want to feel the sun on my skin and walk underneath these ancient. What's that called in English? Binningswerkbygninger. In Danish, they're called Bindingswerk. Tied down? Yeah, like works of binding, essentially. Like this particular style of architecture. We have like town where I grew up was like was it 800 years old thereabouts, and it had a few buildings, a very very few buildings that like had survived for like 500 years or so that were like historically preserved, and like you could go there and they just kind of like not museums, they were just like apartments you could live in them, like normal apartments you could live in, but they were like historically protected and had to be preserved in a certain way. I did used to live in a building that was, I think it was about, what was it, 350 years old, something like that, which was one of these kinds of buildings. Like it was one of that style of art, like not quite exactly the same, but that style of architecture, like that really old school, ancient style of art, ancient, old school, like, and it was a lovely building to live in. Actually, it was sturdy, it was well built, it was well maintained because it had to be, but also the floors were so fucking uneven because buildings like these, when they're built like this, over the centuries, wood floors start to warp and like twist and like become uneven. And so in that apartment when I was living there with my mom, like you could take a marble and put it on the floor and it would just roll. It's just roll in like 3 or 4 different directions, like and I remember distinctly the first time we ever went there, when my mom got the apartment. Going in there, it felt like I was seasick for a second. It was like, whoa, like because all of the floors were just like a bit wrong, right? And every single piece of furniture we had to put like little spacers, risers underneath the legs of like all of the chairs and all of the like everything, because everything was just like a little bit like just not quite flat, not quite level. I miss that apartment though. There was something lovely about it. Anyway, I just really like this illustration. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, what a lovely little piece of animation. Hi, Hamis. What? I just love that he goes around in a day collar. Ooh. Look at the fucking colors on the trees in the background there. Ooh, lovely background illustration again. That's true. Oh, what the fuck? Those are really well animated sheep. Yeah, those little deeds do change the world, right? She doesn't want to see Sari again. Banned for 1,000 years. Oh, come on, Stark. You should go with her. That's very funny. Hey, what spell did Fern ask about? What did you see? Does he want a duel? That would be funny. Well, not a duel then. Or a duel then. You kind of started it already. Yeah, funny that. That's funny. 3, 2, 1, pause. They were students I chose on a whim, but I can clearly recall each one's personality and favorite spell. And one thing that I notice, those don't seem to necessarily be combat spells. Maybe the golem, I guess. But, like, she's not remembering them for their most powerful, extraordinary, like, world-shaking, like, incredible 49th level super fireball with extra lightning bolts. That's not what she's remembering, right? She's remembering the spells they cast. Oh, it's the fucking bird catching spell. Of all things. It's the bird catching spell. She's remembering the spells that her students used that they loved, right? Like that brought them joy. Lovely animation on that golem getting up too. You stay. I go, Superman. What is magic for, right? Field of flowers magically generated. What is magic for, Siri? What do you remember? Which is like, that's a continuation of the point that Virel was making, right? That like, yeah, like, oh yeah, Himmel defeated all of the legendary whatevers and the super boss at the end of the hidden optional dungeon that you can only get to on disc 3 if you remembered to pick up all of the cotton seeds on disc 1. Yeah, cool. He did all of the cool gamer shit, right? He platinum trophied the whole thing. But what do they remember, right? Like, what do they remember? They don't remember that so much as they remember, well, shit, man, that guy helped me, right? Like, I stuck outside of town and the wheel had fallen off my carriage and he helped me back to town, right? Like, that's what people remember. And that changes the world because that's what creates a person like Virbel, right? Who dedicates his life to being that kind of hero to other people. What's magic for? How do you leave your mark on history? As Virbel points out, it's like, well, you know, as the story of Virbel like exemplifies, you leave your mark on history by, you know, leaving your mark on people. Right? But by doing something that'll be remembered by them. Like, for example, casting a silly little spell to drag around some water, or catch a bird, or make a field of flowers. I also really like that it seems like Stark, like, while... and I do really love that part of his characterization, that while Fern and Frieren were off doing, like, their hyper-intense magic tournament arc thing, Stark was just kind of hanging out and being nice to the town folks, and everyone just likes him. I really like that part of his characterization. He's just someone that everyone, like, ends up just enjoying hanging out with. Like, that's why the old man comes to him every time he's sitting there meditating, like, to talk to him. It's like, because Stark is, like, just a nice guy to talk to. I like that. I really like that as a part of characterization as well. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go. There he is again. I just love that part of his characterization. Yeah, I want to know. Yes. Truly Frieren student. This is just putting such a big smile on my face. Yeah, suck it, elf girl. Oh, that's good. Yeah, go back to the PS2 bargain bin, you two. It's where you belong. I say that with no malice. That's a lovely optimism. Like Himmel's sort of fundamental insistence, like we will meet again, right? That's a core optimism. Befits a hero. Lovely illustrations. Hey, Ison. Why is he at the beach? Okay. Also, haven't you found your goddamn friend yet, Sen? Come on. Lock in, buddy. The journey to Enda continues. Yeah. Which one assumes that means that there's another season coming. Okay. Let's see. Not the biggest bit of Sakuga. It should also be noted, Siri very much induced him to do this, like, very much on purpose. You'll never get a chance to fight her, even though it's a fight you could win. That's the other part of this, is like Siri, when she tells him that, oh, I should probably put this on screen so you can see what the hell I'm pointing at. This guy, this thing here. The fight that he tries to start with Frieren, Siri induces him to that. Like, specifically tells him hurtful things to induce him to do that. Because that's Siri, right? Like, she wants that flame of ambition, right? Like, she wants that. She wants her students to do that, right? Like, so she manipulates him into trying to start this fight with Frieren, specifically by saying, it's a fight you could win. You could win the fight. You'll never get the chance, though. Wow, that sucks for you. You'll never get a chance to fight it, but you could win. You know, you could win if you took the fight. Right? And we sort of get the proof of that here, right? Like, that he does manage to get a spell in that lands an injury on her. Although, of course, at this point, also Frieren isn't fighting back at all, right? Like, she's not taking him seriously. Because she kind of sees through both him and Siri, right? And she immediately understands what this is actually about, right? Like, it's not about, like, wanting to secure a place in history. It's about wanting to be remembered, right? And he will be. I do like that Frieren, like, so much has Siri's number. Because, again, like I said, we don't know for 100% for sure, but probably Siri is a lot more powerful than Frieren, right? If it came down to a straight-up fight between the two of them, Siri would probably take Frieren out pretty quickly. Because, like, if we just assume that... What are you doing? Oh, okay, I see. The cats are playing. If we assume that Lernen has not seen through Siri's mana suppression, right? And that Siri actually, like, is, like, way more powerful than Frieren could ever possibly be, or whatever. Like, Siri could probably take Frieren down, but Frieren still has her number, right? Like, Frieren still understands Siri a lot better than Siri is comfortable with. The other thing about that, this is something I should have brought up at the time. The other thing about that, you know that long monologue Siri has about like mana suppression, right? Like, oh, Frieren, she suppresses her mana. She spent ages practicing that skill, and it's useless. What a dumb skill to practice. It's completely pointless to suppress your mana that much. There's no reason to do it. And then like the very next scene of her like walking out is like, I suppress my mana all the time. I practiced it so much. I'm even better at it than Frieren. Actually, I've practiced that skill so much. Right? It's like Siri is this constant. There's this constant element of Siri saying things that her actions don't really seem to belie. Like her actions belie. Right? What a useless spell, conjuring a field of flowers. But also, I keep having fields of flowers all around me everywhere I go. I just keep one here of Field of Flowers that I made with the magic spell that's completely fucking useless and I hate it, right? It's like... So there is this element with Siri of the lady doth protest too much, right? Like, she has this series of ideas and ideals about magic and what it should be and all that, but there's a heart in there, right? There's a heart beating in there that has something else in mind, right? What are you doing, Artemis? I love it when the cat's a hyphy. They get the best expressions on their faces. Silly girl. Yeah. There is this element of, like, what she says and what she does are in conflict, right? There's this dissonance with her that is interesting as a point of characterization, right? It's one of those things that prevents her from being a one-dimensional villain. Right, there's clearly something more going on here. Right, there's a disconnect between what she says and what she does, and there's clearly a disconnect between what she thinks and what she feels. And she struggles to resolve that, and Frieren sees right through it, right? Like, Frieren has that insight into what it's like to live that long and the kinds of weirdness that might arise in a person's soul from living that long. I like that. That's interesting character writing. Because again, like, I'm still very much on the side, like, what Siri is doing is bad. Really bad. Real bad. Like, it's just fucking go give people the cure cancer spell. You fucking lunatic. Give them the cure cancer spell, you asshole. Like, just do that. You can just do that. You had the clean clothes spell this whole time and you didn't think to... Why would you withhold a clean clothes spell? Why would you do that? Just go give that to the people washing their clothes. Why would you not? Like, what possible purpose, right? Like, I still think that her philosophy is functionally evil, right? The way that she creates this mage association, the way that she structures these hierarchies of power, I think that's evil. Like, I think that leads to a lot of bad things in the world, not to mention a lot of dead bodies on the floor with the testing that she likes to do. Like, very casually just discussing, yeah, let's design it. Normally, we just design a test to kill everyone. Rather than, when you could just say fail. Like, if you don't want them to pass, you can just say, yeah, you fail. Siri. Fucking asshole. But she's an interesting character, and I would love to see her explored more. I would love to understand her better. I would love for her to have, like, a character arc, right? Like, develop more as a person. Oh, they're really running around the cats. They're really... I don't know if it comes across on microphone. I assume it doesn't, but they're really thundering around. I'm curious about Kaft. Like, whether he's going to come up again later. And why are you at the beach? Like, what the... What? Why are you at the beach? Go find your friend, you dipshit. Like, what are you doing? What a good anime. What? Oh, no, it's Apollo. He's going... Oh, wild eyes. Oh, wild eyes. Cats. Anyway, yes, what a good anime. What a good anime. I don't know if it's come across in these reactions at all. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm being pretty subtle about it, but I really like this anime. I think this anime is pretty good, and I enjoy it a lot. and it really sort of makes me cheerful and happy and smiley because of just such a good expression of craft. So much of the time. I know I've been kind of subtle about it, but that those are my honest feelings. That's my review of Frieren. Is like it's an anime I quite enjoy. I think that's my final review. Put that on Metacritic, why don't you? Yeah, I know. Oh, they're really going. What? What? Okay, yeah. Sorry, cat distractions. Is there a bird? What is it? No, okay, no, no, okay. He was about to jump onto my computer. What was I saying? Right, end of Frieren. That's the end of Frieren. We're finished with done with it. It's over. Until whenever the next season shows up at some point. I really hope. God, I hope the animators at Madhouse aren't crunching on it. Like the working conditions in the anime industry are bad at best. I really hope the Madhouse animators are, first of all, well compensated, and second of all, get some vacation time and reasonable working hours. That would be good. I would prefer it if that were the case. I'm sure it isn't, but nonetheless, hope springs evergreen. Now it's time to get back to Dungeon Meshi. I need to finish up that one as well, so I can get it off my plate and move on to other things. I have a lot. Like, I have sort of a project right now where I'm trying to catch up on. It's the ADHD thing, right? Like you have a period where you're full of energy and you start 5 million projects that you're excited about, and then it turns out you don't have enough energy to sustain all of them, and then some of them fall by the wayside, and then there's a whole bunch of shit piling up, and you get anxious and kind of depressed about it, and gets really hard to pick any of it up and finish it up. So I have a plan right now that I want to finish this, which I've done now. Cool. Go me. Then I want to spaghetti hands. I'm trying to do a thumbs up camera. It's not that hard to read. Then I want to finish up Dungeon Meshi. Then I'm going to go over to my Let's Play channel, and I'm going to finish Baldur's Gate 3 and Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Those will be the next projects. I want to clear my plate completely of all of these things. And then once my plate is clear, I'm going to make a content plan for, like, small number of things. Small number of projects that I can actually sort of manage and try and take control of my life. But now, one down, only 12 or 14 things to go. Frieren is over. You can become a member of the channel if you want early access to the things that happen here, like Dungeon Meshi, which I'm going to start in on next. You can like, comment, subscribe if that's a thing you like to do on YouTube. You can also not do that. You can subscribe to this channel via RSS. Did you know that? I have a video on this channel about it. You should go check that out. Or not. I don't care. I do care. I care so much. I need you to pay attention to me. I need you to love me. I need you to like me. Please. And also, yeah, merchandise store, Patreon, other things and stuff. I think that's it. Bye.